If you want to come up to the podium, please. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Brian Joseph Musgrove, file number 23-21461FH. I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people, and I have Michael Dagger-Margosian appearing on behalf of Mr. Musgrove. Mr. Dagger-Margosian might, oh, there he is. So, Mr. Dagger-Margosian, this is a date and time set for pre-trial in this matter. Mr. Musgrove said that he was appearing on his own behalf. I did verify he is not an attorney, and you are still the attorney of record. So, Mr. Dagger-Margosian, how do you wish to proceed?
Welcome back to another intense day in Judge Analone's courtroom, where patience meets pure chaos. Today's defendant, Brian Joseph Musgrove, a man facing a felony embezzlement charge of nearly $70,000. But instead of defending himself with facts, he's walking into court armed with YouTube legal theories. This hearing is a textbook example of what happens when sovereign citizen logic collides headfirst with real law. Judge Analone is known for her sharp wit and no-nonsense command of the bench. And Musgrove is about to find out that the courtroom isn't a playground for fantasy legal ideas. Stick around, because this hearing spirals from legal confusion to judicial schooling, with the judge dismantling every bizarre argument he throws her way. Trust me, you'll want to see how this one ends. Let's get into it.
Well, Your Honor, I am aware that Mr. Musgrove wants to present information to the court. I'm happy to be standby counsel if he wants to represent himself. Obviously, this court would have to go through the colloquy of that, but obviously it's Mr. Musgrove's legal right to at least ask the court to do that. So I'm here to observe at this point.
All right. So, Mr. Musgrove, when you were at the bench or up at the podium before, you said that you were appearing on behalf of yourself. So, Mr. Musgrove, are you asking to no longer have counsel represent you?
Well, what I'm understanding is that the courts is a private for-profit.
So, Mr. Musgrove, I know where you're going with this, and none of that is valid. None of that is law.
I'm not the all caps name. Of course,
none of that is valid. None of that is law.
Here's the first big moment. Musgrove confidently invokes his private citizen status, claiming that courts are private businesses and that his all caps name doesn't represent him. If that sounds confusing, that's because it is. This line of reasoning comes straight from sovereign citizen ideology, where people believe they can opt out of the law by rejecting their legal identity. But Judge Analone doesn't flinch. She cuts him off mid-sentence and flatly says, "None of that is valid. None of that is law." This quick exchange shows how experienced judges handle these cases. Swift correction, zero debate. You can almost hear the years of patience behind her tone, the sound of someone who's had to explain, countless times, that TikTok legal theories don't hold up in court.
Office ahead of time so that you would have time to review it, and they denied me.
I know what you're talking about. None of that is valid under the law of the state of Michigan or the Constitution of the United States of America.
What do you mean it is?
No.
The Supreme Court says it is.
What does it say it is?
The Supreme Court says that if we were at the age of 18, we were supposed to claim our minor status.
Nope, not valid.
Okay.
So here's what I would say to you. Mr. Dagger-Margosian is, like most of our public defenders, exceptional attorneys and very well versed in the law and very experienced. He gives legal advice. You may not like the legal advice, but it's usually good advice. I've never had anyone from the public defender's office not wholeheartedly try to represent their clients. So what you are talking about is not valid, and it is not going to get you out of this case. You're not going to be able to say all those things because it's not valid.
everyone involved in this court case has a financial interest in the case.
I don't have a financial interest in your case. I get paid by the state of Michigan, whether you plead, whether it's people, so that people who are charged with crimes are protected, people who are victims of crimes are protected, and that's why we have all
But in
these.
order for there to be a crime, there has to be a victim. There is no.
Well, there is a victim in this case
The victim
because
would be the company. and the
you are
company-
charged.
I can't face.
Actually-
This is where reality sets in. While Musgrove is still focused on claiming his minor status and private sovereignty, Judge Analone moves the hearing back to actual charges, a serious embezzlement case involving over $68,000. Notice how calmly she transitions from his nonsense to the real issue. It's a masterclass in judicial control. She doesn't argue his beliefs, she grounds the conversation in evidence, facts, and statute. You can sense Musgrove's shift. His confidence begins to crack as the numbers hit. 15-year felony, financial loss, and a potential 25 years if charges stack. The delusion of control fades quickly when real prison time is on the table.
Just hold on. So your crime that you are charged with, which you are innocent as of this time, let me grab the right file, is failure. Oh, this is let me see. This is an embezzlement charge. So you are charged in count one with embezzlement 50,000 or more, but less than 100,000. That being an agent, servant, or employee of Hardwoods of Michigan Industries did convert to your own use without the consent of your employer or principal industrial tools and equipment in the amount of $68,938.40 or money or equipment. And that's a 15-year felony. So if you are found guilty by the charge in count one, that carries a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison. And the way the statute's set up, I can actually stack those possibly. So you potentially could be looking at up to 25 years in prison. So the victim that's alleged in this would be that business.
Right, and I can't face that accuser because that business can't get on the stand for me to ask questions, and a third party.
But their
can't stand
representative
it.
can. Yes, they can. Yes, they can.
This moment deserves applause. Judge Analone takes time to publicly defend Michigan's public defenders, reminding everyone that these lawyers are highly trained and committed, even when their clients don't appreciate it. It's a subtle but powerful act of judicial mentorship. Instead of mocking Musgrove's distrust, she reinforces faith in the justice system. It's her way of saying, "You might not trust us, but we'll still protect your rights." For viewers, it's a rare reminder that even when defendants reject authority, the system still gives them due process. Question for you: do you think the judge handled this moment with the right balance of firmness and compassion? Let me know in the comments.
Need all of the attorneys here went to law school to know the law, and their job is to advise you of the law. So
Yeah,
yes, they can. Yes,
They're
you
going
can
by
be charged.
everything, all the
can't-
laws and statutes that you guys go by
Are
for
legal.
corporations. They're for
Still a crime. Still a crime.
But I'm not
Still a
a fictitious
crime.
corporation, I'm a living person.
Yep, and that's why you're standing in front of me. If you were dead, the case would be dismissed.
Yeah, the all caps name is that.
That means nothing. That's not valid. It's
Okay.
not legal.
right.
So, do you want to represent yourself, or do you want to have an attorney to represent you?
I need some time to think.
Okay, so I'm going to set this for another pretrial on March 20th at 8:30 in the morning. And Miss Adams, could I get a notice of hearing?
So, what did we just witness? A full masterclass in judicial patience versus pseudo-legal confusion. Musgrove walked in believing he could outsmart the court with Freeman arguments, but walked out reminded that beliefs aren't laws. Judge Analone demonstrated why the justice system relies on evidence, not emotion. She corrected every false claim without anger, just pure authority. And that's what makes her so effective, calm, factual, and completely unshaken by theatrics. This case perfectly captures the danger of misinformation, how internet law lessons can lead real people into real trouble. At the end of the day, truth and accountability still win. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts below, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. Until next time, stay informed and stay sharp.